This is a Canva mockup template with a realistic shadow layer. And this is what everyone else is selling. Guess which one your customers will love to buy. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to make this realistic shadow on a Canva template. So without much ado, let's jump onto it. We'll start with a blank t-shirt image. Make note that your image should be in white t-shirt color. I will open it in Photoshop. So the idea to have a realistic shadow layer is that we need to extract shadow from this white image. To do that, just first go and grab the quick selection tool, zoom in onto the shirt, make your cursor bigger, and then select the t-shirt region of this image. I'm using quick selection, but you can opt for any other selection method, maybe pen tool or something else that you prefer. Now once the selection is made, go ahead and unlock this padlock. You'll press Command Shift and J. This will convert the single image into two different layers, one which has the model and the other one which has only the t-shirt. Next, select this t-shirt layer, go to Action, and I have this action called Shadow Extraction from Bulk Mockup. So you can download the action from the link, and if you want to learn how to do this manually, watch this video which shows you the step-by-step process how to create your own action following the same process. So select this action, Shadow Extraction from Bulk Mockup, click on Shadow, and then play this action. We get a prompt: adjust the level slider to bring out shadows of the image. More contrast between the shadow and highlights, the better. Hit on continue. You'll get the levels. Just slide this. The idea is to make a contrast between the shadow and the highlight. So on the image, you see some darker region and some highlighted region. I will try to create as much contrast between those two image. Once done, hit on OK. Now it created a shadow layer. If you look, it has extracted a shadow and put it onto the top. Next, we select the layer 1 again. Select the action. We have this highlight action. Click on highlight. Again, we'll get the same prompt. This time we'll have to create a contrast. I think this is fine. Hit on OK. And now we have an highlight layer. So we extracted the shadow and the highlights into different layer. Just to see how it works, go and click on this solid fill layer. Solid color. I'll make this red or whatever. Just pull this layer underneath the t-shirt layer. Turn this on. Turn this off. Over here, you can select any color. Now, this was the original t-shirt layer. We do not want this. We'll turn on the shadow layer. Change the blending mode to multiply. Then turn on the highlight layer and move this onto the top. For the highlight layer, we'll select overlay or soft light. And for shadow, we'll select multiply. You can just go ahead and tweak this to get a better contrast. So, just play with the opacity between the shadow and highlight layer, and you'll get the perfect effect on the t-shirt. So this is how you separate the shadows and the highlights. Now we want to transform this into a Canva template. So where do we begin? So turn off this first. Turn all of these off. Select this one. Go to File, Save As, and we'll save a transparent PNG file. So let me create a new folder. I'll name it Canva template. We'll click on Save a Copy. We have this folder Canva template, and for the file type, we'll select PNG. hit on save. So this is the base image that we have exported. Next, we'll select the shadow layer and the highlight layer. So turn both of them on, go to file, again save a copy, and we'll select a PNG layer. We can name this as shadow layer. We're done. Okay. And we are done with the Photoshop part. Let me show you how we have saved these two files. So you'll see the main t-shirt image and the shadow layer. Next, we'll head to Canva and create a new document. Custom size. Let us start off, with the exact size 2400, 3600. So let the width be 2400 and the height be 3600. Create a new design. Now we'll upload both of them. The reason for selecting the exact dimension is that we can actually place the shadows exactly on the top. So once this is done, shadow layer did not upload. Let's upload this. Okay, looks like we did not save the file type. So I write PNG in the end. Now, this now give the reason I told you that we selected the exact dimension, because if you look, this again has the same dimension. So it's easy to just drag and drop and it exactly match the t-shirt. So we now have two layers over here. You see, I'll show the layers. We have the shadow layer, the t-shirt layer. Now we need to add two more layers. So first, I'll go ahead and kind of add element. We'll add a frame. This will be the placeholder for our artwork. Okay. And then we also want to change the color of the t-shirt. So for that, I'm not sure if we have a solid color. We'll take a rectangle and maybe, we'll take this rectangle, make this big enough to cover the t-shirt. That's it. We'll move this now. Just to show you, we'll move this underneath the t-shirt layer. This design will move on to this underneath the shadow layer. And on the shadow layer, go to position. On the shadow layer, we'll click on this transparency and we'll reduce the opacity. Maybe 30% looks fine. And now your template is ready. So kind of, you can go ahead and sell this. Just to show you how it works is we'll select the position, this layer, and change the color to whatever color you want. Maybe blue, yellow, green is fine. And then for the shadow layer, we'll select the position, select the shadow layer, change the transparency. That looks natural. And for the design, we can just go ahead and replace it with our design. Position, design, we can delete this. So this is how it looks. Now, this is how you create your template. One more thing that you could do is, we kind of combined the shadow layer and the highlight layer into one and exported them together. But if you want, you can also export shadow as a different layer and highlight as a different layer. But again, that will be too complex for the end user to use, given, you understand the layer structure. But for the end user who is using Canva, they may get confused what is highlight and what is shadows. So yeah, I prefer these two. So that is how you create Canva mockup template. And this can be done for all kind of templates. Maybe it's tote bag, mugs, or wall art. So just try that out. And yeah, thank you. See you in the next video. So if you want to learn how to create wall art video mockup template that is trending on Etsy, go check this video.